And are you loving the whole drill wave while all this is taking place as well? Are you obsessed with it?
Now the drill wave came. When the drill wave came, that shit, like, it just took the city by storm. You know what I'm saying? It caught everybody by surprise. Well, at least it caught. I speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? But it was like a heat wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Because in comparison, everything was a lot more low key. I was watching an old King Yellow vlog the other day of him basically like hanging out, and you could tell in 2009 or 2010 that the temperature of Chicago was way different because he was just chilling, like outside, like it was nothing. And when you listen to the music, like he was playing a bunch of his old songs in this old vlog, and it wasn't really like as violent. There wasn't any talk about, you know, ops or any kind of crazy shit. And I was just like, oh wow, so this is a window into Chicago, like right before drill hit and kind of shook everything up, huh?
For sure, yeah. When drill hit, that shook up the whole world, right? We all know that. So imagine how the city felt. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of vibrations going on. You feel me? There was a lot going on at that time.
Definitely. But you're like off in school doing your thing and kind of just witnessing it and wondering what the fuck is going on.
By that time, I was back home by that time.
Okay.
But like I was just trying to really figure out life. You know what I'm saying? Working odd jobs. You know, doing little side hustles. You know what I'm saying? I was never good at selling drugs. I was never good at scamming niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I used to work like hella like Buffalo Wild Wings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I did that for a few years.
You gotta respect it.
Right. Trying to, you know, find myself. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And okay, what were you doing in terms of the music at that time? Were you trying to like figure out a way that you'd be able to kind of turn that into more of a business?
So I used to manage DJ Bandz. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was kind of like my intro.
Okay, but how'd you even work yourself into that position of being able to convince a rap?
Me and Bandz used to be real good friends. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And
so it was kind of like, you know, he need help. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll be the person to, you know what I'm saying, assist. You know, you know that type of management role.
Right.
Not like, you know, a manager at a job, right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that we did that, you know, for a couple years.
Okay. And that while you're also working on your own DJ career at the same time?
Well, no, because at the time, you know, it was all about bands. You feel me? So I wasn't a DJ. I wanted to be a DJ. You know what I mean? On the low, but it wasn't time for me to be a DJ yet.
Okay.
You know.
How'd you guys fall out?
Me and Bandz?
Or at least stop working together? Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That's a long ass story, me and Bandz.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. That's a long ass story. But that's my brother, though. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him at all. I'd never do that, you know? But I don't know. Like that's a, you know what I'm saying? That's the answer to that question is more complicated than I can tell you right now.
Yeah, we'll save that for interview number 2, maybe. Or maybe I can do my Googles. Can you find the story of that on YouTube?
No, it wasn't nothing like.
It wasn't any crazy shit.
It was personal.
Okay. But meanwhile, you saw the game up close and you realized what you might need to do if you wanted to really do something in the DJ space?
Man, I was just seeing how successful he was becoming, you know what I'm saying? Seeing how successful Lil Durk was becoming, you feel me? And just like being around those guys on the regular and like just soaking it in, you know, like damn, if they can do it, I can do it. You feel me? So I guess that could answer your question about where me and Bandz, you know what I'm saying, bumped heads, you feel me? I was ready to grow. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes when you could be in a space where there's no room for you to grow. And for those that's listening, if you ever in a space where there's no room for you to grow, my advice is for you to go.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of that. You'll find yourself in your journey as a hustler, as an entrepreneur. You will find yourself in a situation that you've always wanted to be in, like being a manager for an artist or whatever, that was a dream for you. And then at a certain point, you'll realize that a year or two have gone by and that you've just been kind of stuck in the same spot. And it's one thing when you feel like you're acquiring skills or having new opportunities or getting new accolades while you're, you know, doing this job. But then at a certain point, you know, the momentum kind of grinds to a stop. Like I'll say, as a person who wants to have a role in a business, like if you want to work for somebody who's, big or important or whatever. One of the biggest skills that you're going to need is the ability to keep your head down and grind and work your ass off for a couple years, because a lot of people are really, really good at putting on a good face to get a job or to get, there's a girl that we hired for Plug Talk, and she did such a good job presenting herself as the employee. And then we hired her, and she actually has killed it for like the last year and a half or whatever. And a lot of people can do the first thing, but they can't do the second one. They can put on a really good face to get a job, and then they promptly start bullshitting. And every once in a while, you get somebody who will convince you that they deserve the job, and then they'll actually work their ass off as if they care about your business as much as they care about their own life. And that is pretty massive.
Yeah. Right. And I always worked hard in anything that I did. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're on a journey. You feel me? Success is a destination. It's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's never like I feel like it's never what am I trying to say? It's never ending. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you could be successful today and then you could fall off tomorrow, and then it's like it doesn't matter anymore.
And there's very few people will reach the level of success at any point in their life where they can just chill. And a lot of people, like, if you have $0, you might think, oh, if I get to $1 million, then I'm gonna be good.
Right. I'm set for life.
I promise you, once you get to $1 million, you're gonna realize that $1 million is not as much money as you think it is.